Hey, y'all. Here you come. Shuffling. Just a shuffling, ain't it?
It's not forget that I can be on the podcast if you're wearing my necklace.
Braxton is basically Deboing his necklace. So I can't, unless you're on here, that's the only way I could wear it. Okay. Well, then I guess you can't wear my hat then.
Yeah, too.
Thank everybody for tuning in to a special edition of She Loves Ball SWAC Saturday. This is the pregame show because whose idea was it to start at 9:30? I guess that's ESPNU, right? So I guess ESPNU has a slot of basketball games, and basically you got to get in where you fit in. So we are going to the game at 9:30 at night. Braxton wants to show off his necklace. I mean his chain. And so today I just wanted to go over the I guess we could talk a little bit about the women's game, but I wanted to really go over and break down our men's team and the Alabama State's team. We're just going to look at both teams. Can you not, if that's what you're going to do? That's that. No. We're going to go over the starting five for Alabama State, and we're going to also go over the starting five for Jackson State. And basically, it is what it is. At 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the game will start by 10:30, 11 o'clock. The game will end, and we'll know who is going to be crowned. Braxton, stop.
It's my necklace.
I know, but can I just use it for a little bit without all the extra. Yeah, Braxton already took his nap.
Yeah.
He took his nap. I made him take one. So we're going to be rocking it out. I'm excited because when I looked at our roster and then I looked at Alabama State's roster, I was like, oh, okay. This is going to be a great matchup for several different reasons. Alabama State has some shooters, but also they have a couple of players with some height on them. They have that. So, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Alabama State. Why would I not start with Alabama State? We're going to save the best for last. Save the best for last.
I need over here.
All right. So,
Don't make me fall off the bed.
Alabama State. Okay, so this particular game is going to be big for a couple of reasons. First of all, Coach Mo Williams, that was his former team. He actually resigned in 2022 and from Alabama State and decided to come to Jackson State, hometown, and as we all know, just looking at the general makeup of the new Jackson State team, a lot of the kids are homegrown heroes. So I think that this particular I didn't want to say it, but let's just say that the game last night.
Hello, welcome back to Lessons with Kobe. Today we will be learning the term belt to ass in sign language. First, we're going to break it down. Stay with me. Belt to ass. One more time. Belt to ass. Together now. Belt to ass. And that concludes my lesson. See you next season.
I mean, this Grambling versus Alabama State game was a fight, like a dog fight, right? Whereas the one that we watched yesterday, I mean, it was just complete domination.
Mommy, I'm a rock.
Complete domination. Like, I saw so many Alabama State fans and I saw the Alabama State coaches, of course, as why wouldn't you? They were doing their due diligence in that game. But by 5 minutes into the second half, they did not want to watch anymore. They left. They said, oh no, we're not going to watch this. We're not getting ready to watch this. It was just a complete dominant performance. And so you got two ends of the spectrum. You have a game between Alabama State and Grambling where it was really tight. It could have went either way. And then you had the game with Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State where Jackson State dominated at the free throw line, at the 3-point line, mid-range. Their defense, they dominated completely on all cylinders. That at this point, it was just really just Jackson State enjoying some ass whooping, some good old can of whoop ass. We enjoyed it. Why are you laughing?
Because I like to he.
Yeah.
I'm turning into a big fat poop.
So I'm going to just go through their starting five. So CJ Hines, he is their guard, 6'2", 185 pounds. He's a senior. His hometown is Atlanta, Georgia. So you know what? I feel like that the arena is going to be packed today for Alabama State and Jackson State. I feel like it's definitely going to be a packed house. Let me put something on here for y'all.
Is that broken? My console's broken. My console's broken.
He made it big time, Willie! 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 He gone! Willie!
Oh, look at Ladarius, Mr. Arsenault. You know he wants to come in here. We're not talking about that right now. We focused on Alabama State. So this is CJ Hines. We're going to have to watch him. He's a guard. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. His high school, of course, is Archer. Let's see who we have next up. Tyler Mack. Tyler Mack is also, I want to say, one of their starting players. He's 6'5", 185 pounds. He's a senior from Warren, Michigan. He used to play in the MEAC. TJ Matlock. Memphis, Tennessee, hometown. He's a guard. He's 190 pounds, 6'3". He's actually on the. I'm not sure about whether or not he made the postseason awards, but he was on the 2024-2005 preseason first team All SWAC. So we're gonna see 2022-2023 SWAC Newcomer of the Year. So and he's ended up on the All SWAC second team. So TJ Madlock is the guard that, of course, you're going to be definitely looking out for Mr. Madlock tonight. No, Mr. Moore, I am not going to the Southern game. Do you know how brutal that would be to have a 7-year-old go to a game from 5:30 to 11:30? That would be way too long. So no, we will only be at the Jackson State versus Alabama State because the arena, that's just too long to have a 7-year-old there. He's already driving me crazy, and we're in the hotel room. Just Stephen Walker. So this is probably going to be who Shannon Grant or Romel Mansell is going to be guarding, and vice versa. He's 6'10". He's from Oakland, Tennessee. He's a forward. He weighs 190. From Fayette Ware High School. So when we're talking about in terms of matchups, just Steven is either going to be on, I would say probably Romel Mansell and vice versa. We might match him with Grant. He's 6'10". He's a redshirt sophomore. those are the matchups that we have. So in the game versus Grambling State, CJ Hines had 15 points, played for roughly 32 minutes, and he had one 3-pointer. Mac Tyler had 12 points, and all of them were threes. So Mac Tyler is a shooter, y'all. We got shooters too. We're going to go over our team. Of course, we got shooters. But Mac Tyler, 12 points, and they were all 3-pointers. TJ Matlock had 9 points. One of them was a 3-pointer. And then just Stephen Walker had 9 points. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and read this recap for Grambling versus Alabama State. The Alabama State men's team got a 25-point showing from the bench. So, as always, it's important to be able to get those bench points and adds to it. Of course, being able to stay in the game. In order for Alabama State to be competitive with Jackson State, their bench is definitely going to have to show up in a huge way today. The Hornets, 18 and 15, had 2 players score in double figures. CJ Hines, who had 15 points and 5 assists. Tyler Mack added 12 points off the bench. Tyler Mack added 12 points off the bench. And TJ Matlock added 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Alabama State utilized fantastic ball movement in Friday's game, piling up 16 assists on 23 made field goals. So they like to pass the ball. Hines' 5 assists led the distribution list for the Hornets. Alabama State's defense held Grambling to only 36.4% shooting from the field, including 22.7% from beyond the arc. The Hornets also limited Mikhail Stevenson to 2 of 15 shooting and 9 points in the game. The Tigers did not have much luck cleaning up their misses on the offensive glass either, as they finished with 8 rebounds and managed 10 second chance points, while Alabama State cleared 27 defensive rebounds. After falling behind 24-17, Alabama State went on a 5-0 run with 8:26 left in the first half, culminating in a 3 from TJ Matlock to narrow its deficit to 24-22. Grambling answered and added to its lead, leaving the Hornets down 36-33 entering halftime. Grambling kept widening its lead after intermission, constructing a 56-51 advantage before Alabama State went on a 6-0 run to seize a 57-56 lead. With 2 minutes and 19 seconds in the contest, the Hornets kept expanding the margin, coasted the rest of the way for the 64-62 win. Alabama State got a boost from its bench in the period as non-starters accounted for 14 of the 31 total points. So, does that mean that Alabama State's starting 5 was... Okay, how do you pronounce it, Mr. Arsenault Lisieux? What did I pronounce wrong? Anyway, I pronounced somebody's name wrong. I apologize for that. So what do I see? Well, if I had to look at Grambling's team and I had to look at Jackson State's team, I would think that Jackson State has more depth, more talent, and that's not knocking. By far, that's not knocking Grambling State, but that's just, this team is different. And when I look at what we have versus what Grambling has, I would say that Jackson State, talent-wise, has a lot more depth than Grambling. That's just me, right? And I promise you, I am not trying to be like, oh, she thinks they all that. It's not even like that. I'm just, sticking with the facts. It is what it is. I'm not trying to be arrogant, because as we know, when it comes to championship games, everybody's going to be bringing their A game. Everybody's going to be playing their hardest. And I think that as long as Jackson State plays how they play, and when I say play, how they play, what I mean is when they're on, they're on. So if the threes are hitting, and we're not talking about just one player, we're talking about multiple players who are able to shoot. You got Dorian McMillan, I want to say the freshman, Darius Ruffin. Who else do we have that shoots threes? Mitchell. There's so many different 3-point shooters on our team that even if you do try to shut down one, you're going to have another one that's going to come up. Let's see. Let me pull this up. There we go. So this particular starting five was just something I compiled this based on the last game that they had, right? So doesn't mean that it's set in stone that this is the starting five, but this was the starting five for the game versus Bethune-Cookman. So we had Dorian McMillan, 6'3", 178 pounds. He's a freshman from Pascagoula, Mississippi. Kevion Hunt, 5'10", 180 pounds. He's a junior from Jackson, Mississippi. Shannon Grant is, of course, the FAMU transfer. He is 6'11", graduate student from 290 Sylacauga, Alabama, or Sylacauga. I don't know how to say that. Romel Mansell, 6'9", 220 from Los Angeles, California. And then, of course, Deshaun Ruffin is the junior from Jackson, Mississippi. That's our starting five. It's not in concrete, so they could switch it up a little bit, I know that this worked really well, right? And then just subbing in the various players, it worked pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and recap last night's game. It was pretty much belt to ass, but let's just read out some of the statistics. Deshaun Ruffin had 25 points. Jamie Mitchell Jr. had 16. Shannon Grant had 10, and Kevion Hunt had 9. From field goal range, Jackson State was shooting about 45.8%, while Bethune-Cookman was at 25.3%. Jackson State virtually shut down Bethune-Cookman's 3-point shooting. They shot 11.5%, whereas Jackson State was shooting 61.5% from 3-point range. Free throw wise, Jackson State was shooting 82.6%, whereas Bethune-Cookman was only at 70%. Bethune-Cookman did out rebound Jackson State 44-43, and we did have 14 turnovers. So of course, in this particular game, it being the final, we're going to try to reduce those turnovers. Bethune-Cookman stole the ball 8 times versus Jackson State 3. So Deshaun Ruffin led 3 players in double figures as Jackson State advanced to the championship game of the 2025 SWAC Men's Basketball Tournament. 71-50 victory over number 3 seed Bethune-Cookman on Friday night. Ruffin finished the night with 25 points, 9 of 18 shooting from the floor, including a pair of 3-pointers. He also connected on 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He also grabbed 4 rebounds and 3 assists, while Jamie Mitchell Jr. added 16 points off the bench. 16 points off the bench. Bench player. is stout. 6 of 7 from the floor, including 4 3-pointers. Shannon Grant finished with 10 points and 8 rebounds, while Romel Mansell grabbed 9 rebounds and 8 points. And I think those are the biggest ones right there is our bigs. So Romel Mansell and Shannon Grant being able to get those defensive and offensive rebounds, getting those second chance points, blocking the defenders out. As I said, for Alabama State, they have that 6'10" forward on their team, Steven Walker. And that's probably going to be one of the biggest matchups for tonight's game. So I'm excited to see that. Mr. Ford is probably at the arena. I'm just not. I can't sit there for that many hours with Braxton. He'll drive me crazy. Mommy, I need to use the bathroom. Can I get something to drink? Can I get something to eat? Can I have some ice cream? All right. Yeah, I can't. Jackson State finished the night shooting 45.8% from the floor and 61.5% from beyond the arc. That is insane. The 3-pointers is the money shot. 61.5% from beyond the arc. Since Jackson State started the same lineup for the 15th time this season, 11-3 when they have the same starting lineup. So the starting lineup that I named, they are 11-3, and they led for the 15th time this season, including the second consecutive time in the tournament. Jackson State is in search of its first conference championship since 2007, and the last time the Tigers won the championship, they entered as the number 2 seed. So the tip-off is at 9:30. Y'all. Hey, Miss Natasha. Lord, why they be picking on Whit? I really think that Ladarius come here specifically to pick on Whitley. Oh, hi, Erin. This must be a sister. Erin Arsenault. Look, we got another Arsenault in the chat. All right. So, what I will say is just, doing a fair analysis of the Jackson State starting 5 and then Alabama State starting 5. Alabama State has some height. Now, I don't know if you saw the way Deshaun was breaking ankles last night, but baby, he was with the Euro step. Show him how it's done. Oh yeah. I don't know what Braxton's doing, but I don't think that's the Euro step. Okay, big sis in the chat. That means we know that Ladarius is gonna behave. Hey, big sis. All right. So can we talk about a little bit about the women's game? We could talk about that. The women's game.
I've had that some day and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days.
So the Lady Tigers, listen, when we talk about having a phenomenal season, mind you, you're gonna just have to ignore like all the other things. This just has the pictures of the young ladies on here, right? But Talia Dilworth to come in, and she was recruited by Coach Price, and for her to get SWAC Player of the Year, SWAC and SWAC Newcomer of the Year, multiple Player of the Week awards, and for them to go through adversity and fight back, because Coach Richards really did have to start all the way over, like from scratch, to build up this team. I feel like they did a phenomenal job. And then we were right there. I just think like that last play, it was a doable play for the 9 seconds, meaning this was what I know it's crushing, right? Because if you have 9 seconds to score, the only thing is, I'm gonna be like the lady in Love and Basketball, where she was playing overseas. She didn't understand nothing that they were saying, and she said, well, what did she say? The girl said, she say, pass the ball to you. Like, you gonna have to, that particular shot has to live and die by, you got to put that in Talia's hands, right? She has to get that last shot off. Then we had those missed free throws. It is kind of like woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? But just as a future, I'm getting that ball to her. Or I'm telling my girls, drive to the basket. Just drive to the basket and try to draw the foul. But the thing is, y'all was missing the free throws. You could have definitely got fouled with those 9 seconds, right? I'm excited on how well they did, though, right? For them to be able to put that team together. Coach left late. The previous coach, she left really late. Like, it was damn near April exit, May, announcing who our coach was. And a lot of folks really thought that it was going to be just run over Jackson State and that we were going to be at the bottom. There were some folks who were proclaiming all this stuff, and they ended up leaving out before we did. They had first round exits, or we beat them in the regular season. They not in the chat now, but they was making those type of proclamations. So the fact that Coach Richards was able to put that team together and those girls fought through adversity, kudos and hats off to them. And Jackson State, we get late checkout. And I know I'm going to be asking for a late checkout. A 9:30 game at 9:30 at night is when y'all tipping off. That's what you want to do on the live? Come on. You asked to be on the live. That's what you want to do. You don't want to talk about basketball. Who you got between Jackson State and Alabama State Hornets? Who you going for? Now you act like you can't talk, like you mute or something. Okay, you got Jackson State. What's the score gonna be? Give me a prediction. How many points is Lord have mercy. Anyway, it says, I think ESPN wanted to change time in order to move to ESPNU. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, somebody wants to talk. You. Ooh. I don't know if I accidentally. Okay. Give her two recruiting cycles after making it to the semifinals. She right there. She need one recruiting cycle, and that one recruiting cycle includes getting some more bigs. We're good. Mr. Moore, they are selling these at the arena, actually. Yeah. So they're selling them at the arena for $25. No, I didn't want to buy it, but that man put it in my son's face. And as you know, he said, Mommy, can I get it? Okay. So that's the thing. I feel like we have a lot of guards. And I remember one of the coaches saying that Coach Richards, her game plan for her recruiting was fast play, right? Fast, smaller guards. But I do think that enabled to dominate, and especially if you're talking about competing postseason, you those bigs. And when we say bigs, of course, we mean like, the forward, the center. Like you have to have that height. It's going to be more JSU fans than Bama State. Listen, I feel like it's going to be packed out. That's why I think that I need to be leaving here at 8:30 maybe. No, maybe 8:15. And I was told that they have a Black College Invitational. Is that going to be in North Carolina? Oh, it's going to be in Charlotte. Dang, it's going to be next Thursday. Tickets are required. MEAC versus SWAC is going to be on Friday. Oh, I might miss that. It's going to be from 12 to 2 and 6 to 8. Braxton can't miss that. So the Black College Invitational Championship, I haven't announced who it is that's going to be going, but it's going to be basically 4 premier HBCU basketball conferences. It'll feature 8 men's team and 8 women's team in a single elimination style tournament. So I didn't know. Wouldn't Alcorn State be invited? Oh, Brother Jerome, do you want to tell us about this invitational? I remember hearing about it, but I didn't know if we were. Oh, wait, wrong one. I didn't know if Jackson State was going to be going on there. Southern definitely was built for a Tamika Reed team. And so by that preface, right, if you're seeing that the different teams built specifically for Coach Reed, and then you can see them actually dominating. So what does that say about what type of girls you have to recruit in order to dominate the SWAC? Hey, Brother Jerome.
Hey, B, I love how y'all doing. What up, Brax?
What?
Yeah, so this is the inaugural event for the Black College Invitational Championship in Charlotte. West Bellamy's done a wonderful job just kind of piecing everything together. The participating teams will receive $10,000, all expense paid, etc. But there are a plethora of events and college fairs and day parties that'll be going on. So, we're just asking everybody within the Carolinas and Mid Atlantic region, feel free to come out, to support, purchase your
So is
ticket.
this like CIAA Junior?
My necklace.
Well, it's almost like an upgraded CIAA because it encompasses the four conferences this go around. And, there's a lot of Black star power that's involved, just with respect to a lot of the promoters and a lot of the folks who are investing in this event, and just a lot of Black media from coast to coast that are going to be in town. So, let me know if you're looking to get media credentials to Mona, so we can try to get that in the works. But yeah, I spoke with Wes because I'm on the executive board with my colleague Tia Boyd with Queen City HBCUs. So, we're responsible for kind of getting the word out to all the HBCU alumni chapters here in Charlotte. But spoke with Wes. He'd love to have Jackson State here, if the fan base, etc. Honestly, looking at the men's, of course, if the men win tonight, we'll be heading to the NCAA tournament. It'll be interesting if they get a first round game in Raleigh, because I know that's where that region's first round is going to be this year. But
Oh, really?
yeah, 'cause I was looking today to see if typically the first round is in Charlotte, but I didn't see
I
us.
just remember that they sent, because I went last year, they sent Coach Reed up into the boondocks.
They did all the way up in Connecticut, which was odd. But yeah, I see Raleigh is one of the sites for the first round game. Uh, but yeah, if our ladies get a bid, that'd be great. But honestly, I think they'll give the bid to uh, Alabama A&M.
So okay, I have a question. So when they are picking and choosing which team goes, they're doing the third place team
So what it seems like
or
they're doing.
one with the most fan base.
Well, that's a good question. I definitely want to circle back with him. I want to say it's the second or third place team for the regular season. So I don't know how that shook out as far as on the women's side, but I would think they'd probably give it to A&M because I could see our ladies getting a bid to. What do you think? Maybe. So let's say hypothetically tonight. Let's say Southern wins, Alcorn loses.
Southern is winning. Alcorn getting their ass mollywopped.
Right. So I don't really see the WNIT extending the invitation to Alcorn.
I want to say the WNIT had Texas Southern. I want to say.
Okay. So if Texas Southern takes that bid, who would be third? Would it be us or A&M?
A&M. When we lost to Valley, we became fourth place.
Okay.
I think. I'm like 95% sure.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like we can't lose when it comes to between us and A&M.
Right.
Both are really awesome programs, well coached. There's a lot of alumni from both schools here in the Carolinas, so it'll be well supported. As far as the men, let's say Jackson State wins tonight. Who's that? Who would be the second best team in this one? Would it be Southern? They'll probably get like an NIT bid.
Are you talking about on the men's side?
Yeah.
So the NIT for the men's, would that be Southern?
Yeah, Southern would get the NIT bid if because of their regular season, because they won the conference regular season.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw Texas Southern was the only one who automatically qualified, and I have no idea why they automatically qualified, other than they were second place for the regular season.
Well, that's for the women though, because
It said Southern will get the invite to the Black College Invitational.
Oh, that's Mr. Lawrence right there.
Oh, they're talking about Southern on the men's side.
So, do you think Southern would take that invitation to Charlotte, or would they take the NIT?
Are they gonna be playing Norfolk? Oh no, they're not playing Norfolk. They'll be playing South Carolina State, huh?
Yeah, the South Carolina State law. Yeah. Well, it depends. Like, did South Carolina State finish number 2 in
Yeah,
the?
South Carolina State was second in the MEAC this year.
Let me pull this stuff up.
No, for real, they were second in the MEAC this year, and because South Carolina State and Howard were tied for second in the conference, but South Carolina State got an edge on them because they beat them.
So
I
the
think,
Bulldog. So South Carolina State will probably go to the NIT,
yeah.
and then Howard will probably get the invite to Charlotte, right?
Howard gets the invite for Charlotte,
Okay.
and you would like to have Howard there too, so that's a big name right there
Oh yeah.
for the tournament.
Oh yeah.
It's a big name. Mr. Ford said they bought 2 people. Maybe basketball's different, huh? Is basketball different than football?
Basketball is way different.
Oh, okay.
And they got a lot of alumni in Charlotte, so they'll represent.
No NIT bid for small schools. Oh, okay. So on the men's side, it'll definitely be that way. So which one is more beneficial? You can't do which one's more beneficial. That makes it like a favoritism type of thing. You got to have some type of standard to it. So Southern finished first overall, and then Jackson on the men's side, and then Jackson State second, and then Bethune-Cookman third.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And men?
So do you?
Yeah.
Do you add Bethune-Cookman in for the SWAC side also in this invitational tournament? Because they had the even though they lost by 20 last.
They lost by 21 points. Jackson
They
State.
lost by 21, but what I'm saying is throughout the whole season, you gotta look at the body of work throughout the whole season. They had a good showing as far as play.
Dang, I would have thought, maybe Texas Southern would have finished a little higher.
I think that's because we're just so used to Texas Southern being that basketball school, right? We're just so used to it that when they didn't, it was kind of like, wait a minute, what?
So you gotta remember, they're trying to the BCIC is trying to fill in because you remember you only got 8 teams that play basketball for in the MEAC, so they're trying to fill out that bracket between the MEAC and the SWAC. See, we can send more. You can send 4 actual teams to this whole thing, and who would the MEAC? Who would get them in the MEAC? That's the question. So you got Howard.
They thought it was sweet.
Over the board.
And let them know checkout time at 11.
Hey man, that's the best clip right there, dog.
I'm gonna be honest.
Checkout is at 11. I'm asking for a late checkout for tomorrow. Though the game starts at 9:30 at night.
So let's say our men. So let's say our men win tonight. It would be hard pressed not to choose Alabama State.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they made it to the championship game. Bethune-Cookman got whooped by 21 in the semifinals. That's not a good look.
Who's to say Alabama State ain't getting ready to get their ass mollywhopped by 20 tonight?
Really, if you really think about it, Alabama State should have lost to Grambling yesterday.
And where did Grambling? Where did they finish? Are they like
Grambling was the 8th team.
Wow.
They was the first. They was the kind of like the playing game. They was in the playing game for the tournament.
Look,
baby, when I tell you they about to ball out tonight, I don't want to be too haughty. I don't want to be too arrogant. But when I tell you what I seen yesterday,
What it looked like yesterday, Simone?
Man, we was just celebrating the ass whooping because that's all it was. And then when
It looked like a celebration band.
I was yeah, it was bad. They were getting kind of spicy. They was fighting and stuff. But you know what? I will say this. See, and that's that they should not have been in. You know how you just know that you're supposed to be in that to the championship. Like like Jackson State was supposed to be there. We're supposed to be there.
So what was the crowd like? Because I know Mr. Ford was asking me yesterday what was the crowd looking like.
The crowd was really Mr. Ford didn't go.
Is he in the chat?
He need to be at the dang arena. I need to see Mr. Ford here.
Well, you know there's gonna be a late start for him right there.
I don't know if he's gonna be at that late game. He should be though. I feel like he'll come to this game. Okay, so it was really nicely packed last night, and not just Bethune-Cookman came and they had a nice little size, but of course, you know how Jackson State is. Jackson State is what Jackson State is. So tonight, I feel like Jackson State's gonna pack it out. I feel like Alabama State is gonna pack it out. And of course, there's still fans from the SWAC that are here. You got Grambling fans out here. You got
Alcorn fans, they're gonna stay to support Jackson State.
Yeah, Alcorn fans is gonna be here. Like
still got your Southern fans.
Yep, Southern fans. So I just know that they're going to come see it because last night Alabama State was in there. I don't know if they were trying to get a survey about how good we are, or take notes, but they seen that the ass whooping was so bad they was shaking their head walking out. They was like, okay, we've had enough of this, because they knew what was getting ready to come tonight.
Everybody rooting against Jackson State.
So
why?
So here's the main question, and I want to get both of y'all opinion, y'all opinion on this. Was having the conference tournament this season in Atlanta a better fit to having it in Birmingham?
Birmingham.
I think so. I feel like it was marketed better. I feel like there's more fans. Like there's a better mix, a better blend of SWAC fans in attendance. And Birmingham, it was just the schools that were, participating, their fans. But you can definitely see on television there's a good mix.
So for me, like when I think about this particular tournament, so there's a lot of things that I really, really like about this tournament. Now, of course, I will not be participating this year in the after events or the before events or whatever events that they had. I will not be participating in those because I have Braxton with me. But the location, at the Gateway Center Arena, they have really nice hotels, like literally right within walking distance of the Gateway Center Arena. They have the Spring Hill Suites, the True Hotel, a couple of other home suites. They have a couple of other hotels right here by the Gateway Arena. Affordable, nicely priced, nice breakfast items. They have restaurants right over here. I just realized that it doesn't matter where you're at in Atlanta. You're going to be taking Ubers or you're going to pay for parking. Parking is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't have free parking anywhere. But then I thought about it. You don't want to go and park at a free place because that probably means they don't have security, which probably means
somebody's car gonna get towed.
Yeah. So I think that Atlanta, I like the placement. I love the arena. The arena is small enough to make it small and big enough so that everybody can fit and it looks nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to the block party that they had today, but Me and my son went yesterday, like after the game. It was cool. I think it's nice. And I don't know about the parties, so somebody else would have to talk about the parties. But as far as like the amount of people that are here, I think it's great.
Hey, let me pause for a minute. Just want to send my thoughts and prayers to everyone in Mississippi. I saw all the tornadoes today, and there was a 3.2 magnitude earthquake in central Mississippi.
Wait
That's
a
what I
minute.
heard.
Yeah, it was like
An
McGee,
earthquake and tornadoes?
Yeah, so definitely my thoughts and prayers to everybody. It's a big storm system moving east, so if you're heading to Atlanta or coming back, definitely be safe.
Yeah, we had here in Texas, we had high winds coming in from West Texas, from the high plains area, and bringing in a whole bunch of dust, and it looked so murky yesterday. I was like, I thought God had took a cigar, took one big puff, and just blew it on top of our city.
Wow.
That's how smoky it looked yesterday. But
Yes, prayers to them.
yeah,
And
but
then
other than
that's
that,
supposed to come here then, right?
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna just tell you like this. I curled my hair before I went to go get Braxton something to eat. And by the time I got back, it's like a 3-minute walk to the little restaurant. By the time I got back, all the curls were gone because it was so windy outside. So that's kind of scary that particular storm is coming this way
Yeah,
because very, very almost violently windy without any storm at all.
great gracious.
Goodness. So
yeah,
that's
because
supposed
I
to
think they was showing me pictures last night. I think it was a tornado that touched down in Belzoni last night.
come.
Uh, um, somebody said it was one in Tylertown too, but
You need to
it's
charge your tablet, I mean your thing, because we're getting ready to leave soon. Okay, good. McGee and Tylertown. So prayers out to all of those places in Mississippi. I don't know about the state of Alabama.
it's coming that way now. It should be Alabama now, but
Let me make sure that it ain't gonna be storming by the time we get out of this game. What time is this game ending? 12 o'clock at night?
Right.
it's gonna end around about 11. I mean about 11:30.
It's gonna end at 12 o'clock at night
That's crazy.
because you got to do the presentation. Then you got folks all screaming and stuff. You know, Jack, they're
We're gonna
gonna be
have
cutting
both
up.
screaming, check out time at 11.
I'm gonna go downstairs like and ask for a late checkout. Go ahead and ask for the late checkout.
Mo gonna tell her check out time at 11.
Checkout time is at 12.
You know they got what y'all think they're gonna have the selection show at Johnny T's? You know they got to be back there by in time.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. I
wow.
thought they probably gonna have it at the M bar.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
What up, nephew?
What's up, nephew?
Can we talk about the bands?
Talk about
Oh
the
yeah,
what?
I
The
like the
bands
fact
at the they blowing it down.
I
Oh
like the fact
yeah, you
that
know
they
that
got
that
all
that
the bands there.
that little band with the big sound. You know, that was cranking on everybody. That's what we known for.
Like we
That's what we're known
literally
for.
had
That little band.
three tubas. Was it three?
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, 3 tubas, three
Blowing it
mellows, 3 B
down.
tones, about 6 trumpets, 5 trombones,
Blowing it down. Do you hear me?
Now
two
you know.
piccolos,
Now y'all
two
Okay.
know
saxophones,
if we
and
win tonight,
three
they gonna
clarinets.
send us up to Dayton, Ohio, and we gonna be blowing on them in Dayton.
Ooh.
You think
Listen,
they'll put us in the first 4?
Yeah, they put us in the first 4.
Okay.
I'd rather be in the first 4 than to go straight out
Yeah.
to face up the
so
face a
that
number
means
one
we'll
team.
already get some money, right?
You would get some money, and you'll get if you win, you get a tournament win because it's a tournament win right there.
Yeah.
So of course, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. It's basically outside of course, the Sonic Boom of the South. You guys know I love the fight song. So even though Wildcats was losing by 20, everybody was looking at me and Braxton crazy because we had Jackson State. Let's go. Wildcats. Let's go. Yeah.
JSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Braxton, not you stealing a song. He said JSU.
That's a remix.
You rock the way.
Gotta put that remix up in there. But nah, I like the fact that they paid for the bands to get there. They paid cheerleaders to get there. They, you know,
It was
it's
nice. I like it. I really like it. I
now
think that they can grow it even more though. But I haven't been here through the week, but I was told that they had like high school students that came in.
yeah. So what it was during the early sessions of the tournament, they had high school kids in there and stuff like that to watch the game. So
Mhm. And that's great for recruiting because they
Yeah.
have bands there, Ah,
Yeah, I was looking forward to that
who's
this
gonna
year.
be knocked out? Oh no,
talk
he's
about
not.
Braxton.
No, I'm not carrying him. Absolutely not. He took a nap. He took a nice little nap, probably like a 2.5, almost 3 hour nap. He'll be all right.
Timmy. All
All right.
Nah,
So, um, Lord.
remember next year, everybody's going to be in a tournament next
What
year.
do you guys think about that?
I don't like it.
I know that's right, Jerome. You
What?
you
Yeah,
didn't
right.
earn your spot. Earn
Yeah.
Wait,
your
what?
spot. Earn
Wait,
your
what was the
key.
question?
What do you think about everybody being allowed to come next year?
I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna be like this. The way they're gonna set it up, it's gonna be more like how the old Big East used to be, where the bottom feeders would play each other, and then like your top maybe 8 teams would have a bye, and another teams would have a double bye. So
Mm. Okay, so here's my thing. What the problem is when uh just like Sudden got upset on the men's side
Mm-hmm.
when it's a lower seed team, all of a sudden they got I think that the person that won the regular season championship that they should just get an automatic bye. I have never seen so many Southern folks make those statements that when Southern did their first round exit. Like, oh, I think that the regular season champion should be the one that represents in the NCAA tournament. That's not how that works.
nah, you don't do it like that. The only time they used to do that, that was the Ivy League before they made the Ivy League tournament. So that is not happening. You lost. You got. I'm gonna just be real with you. You got. You got by your own rival, to be exact. And it is crazy because you think about this. Grambling started playing on Tuesday. The tournament started Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So they won Tuesday. They get in. They play Southern. That was on a Wednesday. They beat them
Mm-hmm.
Thursday. Uh, they had Thursday. Who did they play Thursday? Was it? It wasn't Alabama State. I think
All I
Thursday.
know is
Thursday had a Thursday. They had a day off, and then they played
Yeah.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So they played 4 games. Just think about this. They played 4 games in 5 days. You had to have a lot of stamina right there to play 4 games in 5 days.
so then are you gonna add an extra game or something? So then I don't know. I
So
don't
if
know.
they
I
would
just
have,
feel like
if they would have won, and they playing the championship game. They would have played the championship game tonight.
Didn't Valley women's side beat somebody?
On the women's side, yeah.
And it's kind of like, dang, you did all that talking, smack talking, and Valley hit you dead in the mouth, popped you in the mouth, boy.
Again.
Sent you to the upper room. Checkout time is at 11. Upper room.
But just
Bryson, you got your shoes on. You got your shoes on. You ready to go?
Shoes on.
No, he's playing his video game. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. Yeah, fam, you packing. What you thought about them snakes? Now that's the belt to ass that I love to watch, right?
Big bag.
Because Coach Crary, I mean, yeah, he did a phenomenal job of putting his team together and going through adversity. But after beating us twice, getting kind of cocky, thinking it was gonna be sweet.
We had to remind them who we are.
Well, I think they ran out of gas towards the end of the season, though. Because they lost I think they lost 4 games after they beat us the second time.
You think they lost gas?
Yeah, they ran out literally going towards the end of the regular season. They ran out of gas.
I thought they beat us towards the end of the season for the second time.
No, what I'm saying, yeah, after they beat us the second time, they lost. I think they lost the last 4 games.
Who were their last 4 games before the tournament started?
Well, they lost to Bethune-Cookman.
I mean, Bethune-Cookman ended in third place. They played a heck of a season.
Yeah.
I mean, I might kid and joke about Coach Theus looking like Smokey Robinson, but he could coach. He could
let me ask y'all this.
That Southside Jericho was trying to work some magic last night.
Look,
I was looking at that thing wasn't even moving.
Let me ask y'all this: how must it feel to these schools like FAMU and Cookman, etc., to lose to Jackson State in football, and then in the SWAC tournament you get sent home by Jackson State? How do you think they fans feel right now? It's just like they just keep winning. Who is that? I know they ain't smoking over there. Smoker, you are 142 years old. Come on, brother. I know you lying.
Oh my goodness.
I'm dead.
Oh, they have a question for you, Jerome. They said, who do you enjoy putting belt to ass the most? FAMU or Southern?
FAMU.
Even more than our hated rival Southern?
Nah, FAMU. And I don't even look at FAMU as a rival, but I just know FAMU's history, and they not like what they think they are. So I love when Jackson State just humbles them and reminds them that you ain't shit. It's just like we your daddy. Just honestly. I can't stand that.
Hey man, it's like when we play Southern, it's like big brother, little brother playing against each other.
Right.
It's like when you playing FAMU, it's like that badass kid that's down that be kicking over your trash cans like little Chris off of Friday. And as soon as you get them, you put belt to ass for real. That's how that is right there.
It's such a satisfying feel. And when I saw the camera pan across the arena and I saw their fans and they were just looking all mad, it just felt so wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh my gosh.
How were they looking? They was
Man, they look like Jesus went ahead and blew that trumpet. It was time to go.
How you gonna fix it? How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up the devil's visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know what's wrong with sitting out here telling the police car. I'm gonna stay out here telling the police car. I'm doing refund.
I will say this. Rough in the SWAC, boy, is rough in the SWAC.
And you know what was interesting? Before FAMU came to the SWAC in that transition period, the fans were all over social media claiming they were just going to run through the SWAC in every sport. We weren't a real league. And they really thought stuff was sweet. And to just see them get smacked around in almost every sport, man, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, I think their new rival is actually Valley, though, because Valley been whooping up on them bad in multiple sports. Like, dang.
After we took a big dub yesterday against Bethune. Baseball team took a real big dub against Prairie View yesterday.
I saw that. What was it, like 35-0?
12-0.
What happened? I thought they had a what is it? Where if you score 10 points or 10 or 10 runs,
mercy rule.
Yeah, where's the mercy rule come in at? They don't have no mercy, or they have to agree upon it.
You're right. We probably had like, bases loaded, and then that's how it ran.
I just got some word from Dr. Israel said that there was a brawl between Jackson State and Prairie View players for baseball.
What?
I'm glad that video didn't get leaked.
It's on YouTube.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
I want to pull up tomorrow.
I'm not. I didn't even record the brawl that they had yesterday. It wasn't a brawl, but it was before like at halftime. So they was getting it popping. Do you hear me? I'm talking about they was ready to. I don't know.
They was talking noise.
No, it was more than talking noise. They was like pushing to the point where the young man ended up actually getting ejected in the second half. But
you talking about the Grambling game?
No, the basketball game last night with the men's.
Yeah, that's the reason why Mo told them to just come
yeah.
on, and Reggie was telling them to come on too. Like, y'all just go.
Wasn't nobody listening to that? They was ready to whoop ass. I mean, they were mad. And
it's so crazy, Tomoda. Like, I don't know what it is about Jackson State that just brings it out of folk. Like, why everybody want to fight us? Like, there's been so many different games across different sports. I don't think we're out here talking junk or for real like that. We're just playing our game. But is it the hate, or is it just like an inferiority? Like, why does everybody want to fight Jackson State? Like, what brings that out? We got folks throwing markers across the arena. You got people pushing and shoving before halftime. What's going on?
Yo, that was crazy right there. Coach Simmons threw the marker. I thought you know what? I told her that reminded me of when Steph Curry threw his mouthpiece when he got mad. He threw it across the court.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even see that at first until they
where did the marker go? Where did the marker go?
It went flying in the
stands. It went into the stands.
She was mad. And I wonder if these ADs I wonder if these ADs be telling these coaches, you better not lose to Jackson State. Like, I think that's got to be what it is, because it's like a trend.
Well, Jerome, if you think about it, like Tamika Reed, and she of course exceeded, but she's like the equivalent of a Deion Sanders, right?
Oh.
Where you're gonna lose to her, you can't win. So when she leaves, it's your time, right? Now you have to win, right? And so for Coach Richards to come in here,
right, in the middle of the summer,
and then there's some folks from Alabama A&M that swore up and down, and I love Coach Thornton. She's Jackson State alum, right. So we would never wish that she had a bad season, but the narrative was that Coach Richards can get past first round. Alabama A&M gonna beat the sleeves off of Jackson State. And what happened? They still lost to Jackson State.
And then here's another narrative. Remember, I said this. Coach Thornton ain't never got out of the quarterfinal round or even the semifinals. Cause why? She always run into that buzzsaw in Jackson State. Even when she was at Pine Bluff. I predicted that on day 2 that she was not getting out of the quarterfinal round. And lo and behold, it happened.
And why did you say she wasn't getting out of it?
Because, like, when you look at it, even when she was at Prairie View, she's never got out of that first and second round in the tournament.
Wait a minute. She's never gotten out?
No.
I think that they always blamed it on Coach Reed, though, right? Like,
Because remember, Coach Thornton started coaching college basketball in like 2014. Coach Reed didn't come on the scene until what? Later on? She didn't come to Jackson until 2018. Like, she had, like, Coach Reed, that only after her first year, Coach Reed had a chokehold on the conference for 5 years.
Hey, Tomato, can you make that a GIF?
Speaking of GIFs, Mr. Avis, he made that scene the GIF.
I want that one.
Yeah, I want that too.
When she threw the marker?
Yeah, it's
I
on
need
somewhere.
that because there are times in my life where I feel literally that frustrated.
Like you just want to chunk something at
That's
somebody?
how frustrated I feel. Like I want to throw something. Look, do you see us? Everybody. Right. Now, mind you, this is last night. So I know for a fact that it's going to be double.
Oh, absolutely.
Folks drove down and it's a 9:30 game. So
game.
I'm thinking that Mr. Ford should be happy, right? Mr. Ford should be happy.
Yeah, he said it last night.
Championship game
is with the time
late.
that was a prime time game.
It's a late night game, Mr. Ford. You about to head over? We about to head over too. I need to get my seat.
Now,
why are we not sitting with the Jackson State people? I said, okay, baby, we're gonna get there early tonight so we can actually get a decent seat because I want to sit front. I want a front row seat. And it's general admission. I like that, right? First come, first serve, basically.
Hey, Tomato, send that to Avis.
I got my pom-pom ready.
You got your pom-pom ready? I
got my pom-pom ready.
Hold on, let me get mine real quick.
I got my pom-poms ready. Like, look, Mr. Ford said last night he said last night that he likes the late start for the championship.
He's talking about he like a late start. Where's Mr. Ford at? I'm getting ready to go get on the commentator and tell him to call out Mr. Ford because we need to see Ford.
Hey, yeah, and tell
Mr. J. Ford, can you
please don't call that man Griffin. His name Ruffin like David Ruffin. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Hey, look, that's a good segue because last night you could tell the commentators they were really anti-JSU.
Jerome, it's not just last night. It's not.
Wow.
It was the
whole tournament.
Oh, wow.
Why do they get so when Jackson State is dominating or they doing a good job of moving the ball? I noticed that they get real quiet. Like when it was FAMU versus Jackson State,
right?
FAMU was losing by like 12 or 15. Shakir O'Neal would get a layup and they would get all hyped and say, "Oh, with the Euro step," and it's like they're losing by like 12.
Right.
Calm down.
Tolly was in fact, I was looking at Whitley. Tolly was actually correcting dude.
Tolly Carr. That's who was coming. That was not Tolly. That was
Tolly Carr was actually correcting Buddy.
Oh, okay.
He was like, no, that was Santoria Black. I was like, bro, Santoria, please. It's Ruffin, not Griffin.
You wrong. Yeah, like come on, bro. Don't be disrespectful. You know his name. You seen all them. You seen all those shots ringing out. Say his name correctly.
Now you see Ruffin on the back of his jersey as clear as day, and you got a sheet of paper that's tell you everybody's name on the dang on roster.
And look, somebody said it. He was even looking at his paper and saying it wrong.
See, he need to get his ass
Do you
whooped.
have dyslexia, sir? I mean, if you do, there's nothing wrong with it. But come on, bro. You mixing it up and you just reading whatever. But yeah. So I
Hey,
might.
I got
I'm.
Oh, we playing
pom
a
pom
drinking
in
game
hand,
tonight?
got my snacks on my table.
Theta said drink.
They had some really nice. They had some whiting and French fries. They had decent food. I didn't get the wings. I had Braxton. I had shrimp, and Braxton had the whiting and the French fries. It's a little bit salty.
Oh, that's
Folks,
fish. I can't eat fish.
yeah, folks with high blood pressure, y'all might want to ease up over there with the concessions.
I can't eat fish. I'm sorry.
JB, the fish, it was good. It was some hot sauce. It was good. So I might be getting that tonight again. Um, but it's gonna be so loud in there, and we're gonna have a good time.
That's right. Represent.
You gonna hear it. Do y'all be hearing the band, or do they
We do.
cut off?
Yeah,
Loud and
no,
Oh
clear.
yeah.
Loud and
we hear
clear.
the band.
Oh my God, they are. It's only
Well,
3 tubas.
Right.
How are they so
before they cut to
loud?
commercial, we be hearing them for like a split second. But yeah, we be hearing them.
I'm teaching Braxton where you gotta jump up and down. He was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, what are you doing? Got my Jackson State sweater. I am ready to go. Braxton has his Jackson State chain. That's the only chain that I endorse wearing. It says, I thought Jay Walker was our biggest hater.
Right.
No, Jay Walker's still
These
number one.
commentators
Jay
said,
Walker's still the number one biggest hater for Jackson State.
hold my football.
Man.
Yes, the boom be cranking. So you'll be hearing some fired up J State, fired up, some defense. I hope you guys are hearing this because we are really loud, especially on defense. Like we were up
Now
by
we
15 and it's
Oh,
defense,
we
defense.
be hearing. We be hearing a
I'm
little too
like,
much,
wait a
but we
minute.
be hearing.
After
we
I
can hear
said
it.
it about 10 times, I was like, well, damn, I'm kind of out of breath over here. And I'm seeing folks older than me and they still yelling it. I was like, yeah, it's like that. So I'm
We be
expecting
hearing
for
a
a
little too
packed
much
house
sometimes,
tonight.
but we be hearing loud and clear.
Mm-hmm.
So I might go live again, but it would be like on my phone, like just like a small live or whatever from my phone, or
We'll be
just to
there.
show the celebration or whatever. Recap Tuesday, maybe. Y'all don't quote me.
Oh, shoot.
Said
Well, if
Tuesday.
you do, I'll be at
I said
work
don't
listening
quote
in
me.
podcast
I said
style.
don't quote me. I'm not trying to lock myself in.
Too
Um,
late.
Oh yeah, Tuesday.
um,
Tuesday the
huh?
NIT and the CIT and the first four start.
It's that quickly?
Yeah, it's
I
turn.
can't
It's a
remember.
you ain't got you got. So let's just say Jackson State win tonight. We win tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get our trophy presentation. We fly back to Jackson because I
Tonight,
know we ain't. I know. Yeah, we fly back to Jackson tonight.
I've seen some teams that are still here.
Yes, it's some teams that's still here. So we fly back tonight. Let's say we fly back in the morning, right? Fly back in the morning. Maybe get a little shoot around or something like that. Get yourself prepared for the selection show, and then if we in the first four, we gotta fly to Dayton. We gotta fly to Dayton, Ohio, on that Monday because that Tuesday is when it all starts. So the first four is 2 days. It's Tuesday and Wednesday.
Mm.
Hey, where is
I
Dayton?
I just didn't know that I got there that quickly.
Oh yeah,
Is
it's a turnaround. It's a whole quick turnaround. They ain't wait. NCAA ain't wasting no time.
Is Dayton anywhere near Cleveland or Cincinnati?
Dayton is on the other side of the state.
Oh,
Dayton
wow.
is
Like
close
West Virginia?
to
Like West Virginia?
Dayton is going closer towards
West?
Indiana.
Okay. We got an
Is
alumni
that East
chapter.
Ohio or West?
It's west.
Well, I thought Indiana was like east of because it's near Chicago.
So yeah,
Oh, I want to go to
because
that game.
Chicago, South Chicago.
If we we probably are gonna have to play one of them first 4 games.
Yeah, I was saying
sure.
I'd rather get
But
up there.
I feel like we could definitely win that game.
Oh, Willie says East.
It's east. I thought it was west, unless it's
She in Ohio.
she in Ohio. I'm thinking Toledo. I'm tripping. You right.
I thought so. Okay. I think we got some alumni. I think what is it? We got a Gary chapter, Indianapolis. So I'm pretty sure we'll have some alumni out there.
I mean, if they could make it to Connecticut,
right?
And this game right here, the first 4 or whatever, that's one of them games where we could win that game. Not actually win it, but I'm saying like the odds of us winning are
and then it'll be
increased.
Most of the time, we might get matched up with another lower mid-major team too.
Hopefully not Norfolk.
Now, it all depends on
like not Norfolk versus Jackson State, really?
No, they won't do that. They won't.
Okay,
they won't do that.
I want to say they did that last year. Oh, it says Norfolk State will be in the top 4. They play the number 1 seed. Oh, okay.
The Tennessee State win their conference.
No, Tennessee State didn't win.
Did North Carolina A&T lost the women's team? Did you see
they
that?
Lost in the
they
lost
in the
to William and Mary.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they lost in the semifinals.
So they're going to be in the WNIT again, like last year.
They can make some noise.
I went to that game. Actually, I went to that game.
But you were there. They was on when they was on spring break.
It was packed though.
Call it Club Corbett.
Oh yeah, it was packed in there. Yeah. So, yeah, me and Braxton get ready to head over.
Well, it's
why
7 o'clock.
That like this? No, it's not. It's 8 o'clock.
Well, it's 7.
I'm talking about here.
Central.
I'm in Texas, remember?
Central time over here.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna tell you like this. Here's my prediction of who the top 4 teams gonna be in this tournament in the NCAA tournament. One of them's gonna be Duke.
UConn.
Duke on the men's side.
Oh, you doing men's? Because UConn, I think
it's Duke. Okay. Depending on if Cooper Flag plays tonight. If he plays, they the overall top seed. I get Houston as number 2. I would have said Auburn, but they lost to Tennessee earlier today. That was a shocker to me. And then number 4, I have Florida. So the third seed, third number 1 seed. I'm trying to figure out. They might keep Auburn as the third number 1 seed. It all depends. And then Florida, and then as your 2 seed, if they can get past Creighton, it'll be St. John's. Whoever gets matched up with Houston.
Come on, put your clothes on so we can go.
Whoever gets matched up with Houston
to the game. Oh, the best who win? Jackson State win. Period.
I need blue shirt. Now, what you think about on the women's side?
Is that Jay White? I know that ain't Jay White.
Jerome,
It's Jay White. What's up?
Jerome, Jay White in the chat.
Bring him
You
up
remember
here.
all that mess he was talking?
Right, bring him up here.
Jay White, come up here.
Hey, Timona.
Come to the table, Jay, before we get off of here. Come up
Hey,
on here.
Timona, did you see the video of Andrew Body crossing over to Capeland?
I seen it. He got the same type of rhythm as Braxton. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
You duh. Oh my, what?
Come on now. You wrong for that.
Yo.
Have y'all seen my son dancing?
I saw it.
No, but
You have to do him
congratulations,
like that.
buddy.
You have to do him like that.
Go put your clothes on.
Where them
Congratulations.
fans?
They had to cut.
What
They had
you
to
say,
cut
bro?
MIP short. Hey, they had to go ahead and wrap it up. Y'all
Right.
go ahead and wrap it up. Let's get these boys up out of here.
11 o'clock
They ain't
checkout.
trying to play no games.
Right.
They had to wrap it up, huh?
I was like, ooh, that's kind of early for them though, too.
Huh?
I was like, that's kind of early for them to come out that to bring them out like that.
They all wrapped up. Everybody. When does Jackson State do theirs? Next week.
I thought it was during
They said wrap that stuff up. We ain't doing all
Right.
that. Wrap it up. Whatever you done got so far.
said March 29th.
I knew they had about a couple more weeks. But like I said, the folks over at Alabama State said wrap it up. Without the video, that sounds insulting. What? No. My son Braxton, he dances. He's, you know, nothing. Get dressed. I'm not saying anything bad.
Braxton gonna break hearts.
Did not say you were bad.
Just put that out. I'm just watch out for that.
Ooh. Boy, I am reading these comments and I am not putting them up here. North Carolina A&T did theirs early. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't see any videos of North Carolina A&T's.
I seen one from where was it? Tennessee State. I think it was Tennessee State. For the AKA that they line. It was a girl that was blind. Like visually impaired. And was working. Got a question for you, Timona. What you think about Norfolk State's women's team?
I'm excited to see them. They've already beaten some teams. Excuse me?
Didn't they just win?
You should be able to get it without rain. You don't need rain boots. It's not supposed to start raining until 1 o'clock. We'll already be home.
In the morning?
Yeah, we'll be home. Yeah, I gotta get off of here. Braxton's giving me anxiety. He's running all over the place. I need to make sure I get my front row seat. It looked like Jay White is gonna be staying in the chat. He don't plan on coming up here answering to all that noise he was talking about, how they was gonna win this and how they was gonna win that, and now he in the chat talking about second place. 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers, right?
Bar.
Be coming up here bragging about being in second.
Nah, where's CJ at?
First round exit. I want to hear that. First round exit. Jay White ain't even coming up here to talk.
You do better.
Jerome, come on now.
What you say, Jerome? You know better?
You do better.
I have no answer for that.
But nah, Timona, I hope y'all have an awesome time tonight, man. Definitely represent, be loud and proud.
Oh,
I think that's the second. Yes, sir.
I am.
Let's go.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
15-10 tonight.
Oh wait, before we leave, what's y'all score predictions for tonight? Did y'all say them already? Wait, what'd you say?
Jackson State by 20.
Let's go.
I
got
Y'all
Jackson.
comment in the chat your score prediction.
Well, me and wait, where'd she go? Did she leave? What happened?
She said second place. Said second place is Dawn's first year. Oh, okay. Go ahead. It's still a first round exit in your tournament.
Not somebody in the chat talking about, are we doing a review of this game after Jackson? Well, Jackson State's not going to lose, so there's that.
Me and Whitley got the same prediction. JSU by BTA.
Shout out to the NAIA teams in the tournament on the HBCU side. Langston, Stillman, Xavier, Flomo, and Dillard.
JSU by 25, 45, 55. Listen, I'm going to enjoy this good old belt to ass, lose my voice. I might even have a little drinky drink. And JSU by 18. Oh! Get my chain. My Jackson State. Oh, Lord.
Hey, I got my snacks. Look, I got my snacks. I'm about to eat the Shackalicious snacks. Real good. You know, real good. Got my snacks. Got my setup. Got some cookies. So.
Ooh, I seen some Girl Scout cookies in the some Girl Scout cookies at the hotel over there. They're selling them. I want some Samoans and some trefoils. I was trying to.
I need some Thin Mints so I can put them in my
shout out to Matt for
freezer.
the rug, y'all. Y'all like the rug?
Oh yes, that's nice.
Oh snap! I'm at the top. I need to hit Matt up. Let me do a rug.
You know what? I wanna. It's not a rug. What you call that thing you put outside your front door?
One
like
of those big long things. Yes. I
want one of those.
A what?
Or like a welcome
safe
mat.
to do that with folks the way they be hating on Jackson State. I don't know if I want folks to know to that effect, but they might try to steal it.
You say you want a what, Jerome?
Like a welcome mat, but it's like, Jackson State logo on it.
Yes. One of those big wooden boards.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. My ex-wife got one. She got one at her house. It's in the initials. I know you fucking lying.
Okay. Well, everybody have a good night, and we will see y'all at the game in spirit.
I'm about to start this thing up at 8:20.
So Doc is
rug,
showing it, and Orange is as well as showing the game. Y'all be blessed. Have a good night. Thank y'all for coming on.
Man, hey, go write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say.
And go Tigers.
Go Tigers. My son is, I gotta get him.
JSU by 40.
Oh, look, nephew, I got the same thing as you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tillery, you hating, bro. Come on now.
Quit hating.
All right. See you later.
Mr. Ford coming up here. Mr. Ford, where you at? Not Mr. Ford, not at the stop. That's mine. Oh, oh.
Mr. Ford.
Hey, can you hear me?
Mr. Ford, where you
Yeah.
been?
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Ford.
Listen, I've been missing Miss Timona, Brother Jerome. I was thinking about you, in the midst of all of this chaos and confusion. I think Virginia State got R2 status, and so did South Carolina State. Is that correct?
They got R2 status and Howard got R1
One
status. And
status,
then
that's right.
the president took away
A&T
all
missed
the
out on,
research funding.
hey, Miss Whitley, didn't A&T miss out on R1 status?
Yeah, and Jackson State. But I mean,
Yes.
Mr. Ford, they're gutting the research funding. So
Oh, without a doubt. They cut in the country. They got in the country. See, they what they said, they're going to bring chaos, and then they're going to bring the alternative, which is martial law.
boy, you called it this summer, didn't you, Mr. Ford?
Huh?
You called it this summer.
What were we talking about?
The Civil War. That
Oh yeah,
movie.
babe. Oh, it's
No,
coming
but
back.
Mr. Ford, do you remember those schools that I was talking about that we needed to create 6 or
Tell me
7
that.
months ago?
Huh?
The schools that we used to have back in the day, the black schools. What are they called? What were them schools called, Mr. Ford?
What was it? K through 12, or what was it?
No, like the schools that they had before we got segregated. I forgot the ones that they had in the South, the black schools that the churches were funding and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
What's the
Oh
name
yeah.
of them schools? I
Yeah,
forgot the name
yeah.
of.
There was one in North Carolina. That lady was named Palmer, wasn't it?
Well, we need
What?
those schools
Oh,
ASAP because
we're gonna be forced to do that. Yeah, one was called Palmer Institute, wasn't it?
we need
And
them
then I think one was
ASAP.
in Brunswick called Selden Institute. Yeah. Oh
Mr.
yeah.
Ford,
Uh-huh.
We've been waiting
what
for
do you
you.
think about the game being at 9:30 tonight?
You know what? I told Doc this last night, y'all. I feel like it could be a sellout tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be. It was packed last night. That's why I'm gonna stay on here about 15 minutes, and I'm heading right on over there. I need
Mr. Ford,
front
what's going on?
row
What's
seat.
going on, man?
Man,
Need a
how you
front
gonna?
row seat.
I get off on there. And you just sneak yourself on up on here, man.
I just listen, man. Listen, I just come back from my cousin's funeral. I'm in Albany, Georgia. And yeah, I lost one of my favorite cousins, man. Had a
Oh,
big influence on me. He was a Fort Valley State graduate, played baseball at Fort Valley State back in late 60s, early 70s. And I'm just settling in with my cousins in Albany. And I heard y'all, and I saw I saw Brother Jerome, and I saw you, and I saw Miss Timona, because I've been missing Miss Timona so bad. I didn't know what, man. I've been
oh,
missing.
He
Yeah.
been wondering when
Mr.
you was gonna
Ford.
come back on.
Huh?
So he asked me.
Yeah. I've been missing Mr. Mona, and I saw where she had come on one night, but I missed it.
It was Thursday.
Mr.
We was
Ford,
waiting
I
for
be
you.
Yeah.
going on just sneaking on in there and sneaking
I
right back.
know it. I know it. I said, now she know we loyal listeners. Now she got to be on here with us. You listen, ain't but one show. That's yours. Thank you, Brother Moore. Thank you, man. Yeah.
And they said in the chat they've been missing you, Mr. Ford.
I've been missing y'all too. I've been missing
Hear
y'all, man.
about Eddie George moving on. And
Yeah,
I didn't even
I
get a
told
chance to
him
talk about that.
I've been trying to get Doc to give me the scoop. Who gonna get that Tennessee State job? He don't want to tell me.
I don't even know.
I got a guy here in mind at Georgia State.
I am in the dark on that subject right there, Mr. Ford.
Listen, I want that boy Damian Craig. I just don't know if Damian gonna be willing to take that pay cut because they're saying they're gonna cut that salary that Eddie George had. But I was trying to find out who's gonna get that Tennessee State job.
I'll go with Quentin Morgan over at Langston.
And by the way, I want somebody to go and watch Prairie View's practice and come back and talk about it. Tell me what's going on over there at Prairie View, that spring practice. What is what coach's name over there at Prairie View?
Coach Jackson.
Yeah, what he up to?
so you want the inside scoop?
Yeah, I want somebody to go and watch the practice.
Why would you think somebody's gonna come over here and tell you he said that he winning? Alabama A&M, that coach said he winning the East and the West. Or was that the Prairie View coach that said he winning the
Wait
East?
a minute, so the coach of the Alabama A&M say he went in the East and the West?
He said he winning both of them.
Ooh, that brother Sam Shea.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, we got our mailman.
Ooh, that's bulletin board material, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's bulletin board material. Ooh. That brother Sam Shea.
You got Coach Barry, he's still preaching over there.
Oh man, that's still bro. I love that boy. Chittis Berry, man. Chittis say he went in day one, ain't it? I love Chittis when he say he went in the day. But TC say he just didn't win that day.
Mr. Ford.
Oh,
TC say he was sick of the folk winning the day. So he didn't win that day, boy.
Braxton said he want to show his outfit off. He fresh to death.
No. Hey, Brax, how you doing?
Wait, just leave it right there.
You didn't see my pants or my boots.
They can't sue your pants or your boots.
Oh, yeah.
He said I'll take a picture and put it on there. See, he said I'm fresher than you, mommy.
Yeah. Now who is Brax studying for Women's History Month? Is he doing Angela Davis or Ella Baker? Who's he studying for Women's History Month?
I don't think they're gonna teach that at that school.
My mommy.
Okay, she said his mommy. All right.
Hey, that's the best one right there.
Yeah.
Go pack the backpack up.
Yeah.
The clear backpack.
Hey, Mr. Mona, you ain't talked to your friend Coach Cozy lately, have you? What them boys doing down there in the house of 7 Hills?
They said that Coach Cozy was allegedly, let me get some alleges in the chat. Allegedly, he was being an umpire.
Allegedly.
No, it was true. He was true.
He did what now?
He's being an umpire for the SEC.
SEC softball games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you ain't got no scoop. He ain't called you to tell you what's going on at them house of 7 Hills?
They been mighty quiet.
That boy down there, them rattlers.
Henry is at FIU, I want to say.
Yeah, I saw that. Coach Simmons brought him in. Yeah, I saw that he was going to FIU.
Yes, there are 2 watch parties tonight. Orangey, SWAC Sports, and Doc Holliday of HBCU Overdrive is doing the watch parties tonight.
But listen, man, we love Doc Holliday, man. I don't know what we'd do without Doc Holliday now.
Mr. Ford.
Man, I just be doing
you're not going to the game.
I had a funeral today. That's the only reason I couldn't make it. Yeah, I'm down in South Georgia. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Ford, did you get a chance to come to any of the other games?
No, I've been watching on television. I've been watching with Doc.
I love it. Oh,
listen, man, SWAC basketball, men and women's basketball has improved. That's what we were calling for 2-3 years ago. We're saying that, yeah, it has improved. But is that improved because of the coaches we have in the conference now? We got
I
some
think
good coaches in the
I
conference.
think it's good coaches. I think it's the
Yeah.
quality of
We got the
players.
same coaches from 2 years ago, 3
No,
years
no.
ago.
Wait a
Who's
minute.
who?
What about this Johnson? This guy at Southern, was he in the conference?
Coach Johnson,
Yeah, this is second year, isn't it?
I think it's his second year in the conference.
Okay, what now
Well,
Reggie Theus was in the conference 2 years. How long has Reggie Theus been at Bethune?
Reggie Theus been at
This is
Bethune
third
since
year.
2020.
Okay, what about this guy at Alabama State? How long has he been in the SWAC?
Been here since 2000, since Coach Mo left. So this is his third year.
Yeah, it's his third year.
Yeah, but listen, but I'm gonna say this, y'all. Basketball has come up. It's going to another level now. It has definitely improved, men and women. Now, basically with the women, remember Coach Tamika Reed, she was just dominating everybody. You remember she was the guru. But since she left, we got a little bit more parity.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, well, congratulations to Southern, that school in Baton Rouge, for winning the women's championship tonight.
Oh, they did win it? Southern won?
They beat the dog mess out of Alcorn.
Beat them by 20.
Oh. Yeah, that guy, that's Coach Funches, right?
Yeah, Coach Funches.
Yeah, he does a great job. Now, is this his second SWAC championship or first tournament championship?
Second.
Remember he bought the last one when Fontenot shot that 3? They left her wide open.
Beat Coach Tamika Reed, right?
Man, that hurt so damn bad.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember that game. Yeah, Coach Funches, you're right. Congratulations to him. He's doing a great job over there in Baton Rouge.
Wait to ask you. They wanted to ask, does Mr. Ford know the Cummins family? Patricia, class of 1973, and Charlie Cummins, class of 1975 from Albany State. Ladarius, how would he?
Wait a minute. Was one of them on? Was it female? Was she on television? Was she like a broadcaster?
Arsenault, was she a broadcaster?
Was she a broadcaster on WALB or something like that?
You be knowing everybody, Mr. Ford.
I think I remember her. I don't. The other name I'm not familiar, but I do remember Cummins was on television down here. I think I remember that.
He said, "Yeah." I think he said, "Yeah."
He said, "Sure did."
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember her. WALB Channel 10. Yeah.
Braxton.
Yeah.
Put that in the clear backpack. Braxton said we gotta go. So,
oh yeah,
because we gotta get our front row seats.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Ford,
huh?
I'm gonna come on tomorrow I'm gonna come on tomorrow for a little bit for the selection show.
Hey, when last time you talked to Dave? When is he gave an excuse for why A&T ain't won but 2 games in 2 years in football? You talked to Dave lately?
I talk to him every day in our group chat.
Okay, well, what's the latest excuse for A&T winning 2 games in 2 years?
They got a new coach now, so they're going to
they do. Coach Gibbs, isn't it? What was it? Coach Gibbs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to see what he does.
Oh, yeah. Well, do they have an exit plan from out of that CAA? What are they in? The CAA?
Mm-hmm.
They got an exit plan together?
I don't know if they got an exit plan.
I think they were getting ready to. They thought they was. I don't know. The women's team just lost to William and Mary.
That's the only thing they got is that women's basketball team. What are they doing in baseball? What they doing in football? What they doing in men's basketball?
Well, they're doing a whole bunch in track.
I think they're getting ready to hire a new coach
in men's basketball.
Yeah, somebody was.
And by the way, if Jackson State wins. Okay, Jackson State beats Alabama State tonight, and then y'all turn around and win the baseball SWAC championship. That's the trifecta. Has anybody ever done that in history?
I don't know.
You saying something there now, Mr. Ford.
Yeah,
you saying something there now.
That's about to be the y'all gonna win football in Atlanta, basketball in Atlanta, then y'all going to win baseball in Birmingham. That's the trifecta, isn't it?
Boy.
Wait till we get that.
Anybody done that before? Has Southern done that? Has Grambling done it? Have FAMU done that before?
I don't know.
Somebody need to do some history now. We need to do some researching.
You said
If y'all
football,
win the
basketball, and
football, you
baseball.
won the football, you could win the basketball tonight, then you win the baseball. Who has ever done that in the SWAC?
Boy, that'll be history right there.
Yes, sir.
I think that would be
Trifecta.
history. That you
And
know
we
what?
bringing the golf. And we're bringing the golf team back.
Boy, look here, boy. Them Jackson State Tigers, baby.
It's the
You got
year
the
of the
listen, and you got
tiger.
the baddest AD in the country.
Man, what?
That
It's
boy
the year
Ashley, what
of
is it?
the
Dr.
tiger.
Ashley Robinson, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Ashley Robinson, baby. They call him Boy Wonder.
They call him who?
Boy Wonder. Oh, he can do it, boy.
Man, I got some people talking about this Vegas game in October. My own mama said, "Hey, when we going down to Vegas? This is gonna be your birthday gift."
Yeah.
I just booked my room and my tickets too.
Hey, that's gonna be big, man. Grambling and Jackson State. Now, Bro Rankin said, so who won the MEAC tournament?
Shoot, Norfolk State, men's and women's.
Yeah, the men and women, they dominant, man. They got
I
it
like
going on, man.
what Coach Jones said about the trophy coming back to Norfolk. He said the trophy was like a girlfriend that you missed. He said she been hanging around them DC cats too long, and told her to come home to daddy.
Oh yeah. Now, what y'all think about that boy Michael Vick, man? That boy making moves, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what, Bro Moore, you might be right there. You're right, because I remember that crew: Pete Richardson, Ben Job, and Roger Cato. You know what? We need to check that. You might have a point there, Bro Moore. You might have a point, because that was an awesome three right there, man. I remember that crew.
Mr. Ford, you said football, baseball, and basketball.
Yeah. If y'all win tonight, you will have won football, basketball, and then you could win baseball. That's the trifecta. And this brother, right? We need to check and see if Southern has done this. See if anybody's done that.
Maybe back in the day, probably so. But
I remember this right here because Pete was the 90s. Ben Job, I think he came in the 80s and stayed. How many? Ben stayed a while at Southern, and Coach Cato was there forever.
Well, I'm looking at our stuff. Our women won the season and the tournament in '95.
Right.
The football
And your football team
won
won
in
it that year?
'95. And then the baseball team also won in '95.
So you've done it before. You've done it before. So you won the SWAC in football in '95.
Last time Jackson State went to the
did we?
tournament, I think was
2007.
Yeah, with Trey Johnson.
Yeah, I remember Trey Johnson. He's on the staff now, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. But you know what, we probably need to look this up because maybe you know what, you might have done this before.
Yeah, football and baseball won in 2007, but not the baseball team.
Yeah, we won't try the trifecta where you won football, basketball, and baseball. Hey, Bro Moore, can you do the research to see if Southern did that?
Ow. My foot. I'm not touching it. You don't have to touch it. You already stepped on it.
Mr. Ford, Ladarian said, do you remember Lloyd Neal from Tennessee State?
Wait a minute, that was a basketball player, right? Was he best?
Yeah.
Okay, what was his years?
He went to Portland and won the championship in '77.
He played with Bill Walton then. He was with Bobby Gross, Lionel, what's that guy was name? They had Oh, wait a minute. Bobby Groves, Bill Walton, Maurice Lucas. The coach was Dr. Jack Ramsey.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who were the guards.
Is that he from Talbot, Georgia?
Yeah, Talbotton, Georgia. That's down. That's not far from Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
And his name was Lloyd Neal. Yeah, he said he got a championship ring. And that's Bill Walton. Them. That's Dr. Jack Ramsey. Bobby Gross is the one that schooled Dr. J with that, what you call that? That backdooring him. He kept, because, Dr. J, he was all offense and transition. He was a little bit of defense, but that boy Bobby Gross schooled him, man. Yeah. Dr. Jack Ramsey.
Let me see what's up on the men's side in the tournaments. All right. St. John's done got the lead back. They up by 13. So they'll win the Big East final.
Oh, yeah, man. Listen, man, like me and you gonna have to argue about this. I think this is Rick Pitino's finest coaching job ever, man. This dude done brought St. John's back in 2 years. Shit, he done brought college basketball back to Madison Square Garden, man. This dude's something else, man.
Maybe. I think his best job was when he first got to Louisville.
I hated him because he replaced a hero of mine. He replaced Denny Crum,
Denny
man.
Crum.
Yeah, man. We love. Yeah, me and you done talked about this, man. But the Cardinal family lost a big dude. That guy just died. He was a black billionaire.
Junior
Bridgman. They just lost Junior Bridgman, man. I saw Junior Bridgman play at Louisville, and then I saw him in the NBA.
Tennessee beat Auburn today
for the championship
in the semifinal.
Oh, okay. So the championship is tomorrow.
Yeah, Tennessee versus Florida.
So Bruce Pearl chokes again?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Now he can go out and recruit some players, but his bench strategy and bench coaching is kind of lacking.
He's still gonna get a number one seed.
Will he get a number one seed or will he get a number two?
He'll get a number one seed.
He'll get a number one seed because they've been number one almost the whole year, right?
Yep. And then they lost to Alabama last week or something like that.
See, I remember Bruce Pearl used to be an assistant to Dr. Tom Davis at Boston College. You remember John Bagley and Michael Adams? You remember them guys?
I remember Michael Adams.
Yeah, John Bagley. Bagley was on that team. Bagley was bad now. Them dudes was at Boston College, man. That was Dr. Tom Davis. He was an assistant for Dr. Tom Davis. He was also at Wisconsin Green Bay, I think. They ran him out from up there.
Yeah. That's when I first met. That's where I first heard about Bruce Pearl when he was at Green Bay.
Yeah. Wrong. What? Wasn't he bad recruiting or something? Didn't he get flagged for some bad recruiting?
Probably so, because
he got it in Tennessee. That's what got him ran out of Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bruce Pearl.
Houston won the Big 12.
Oh, that's Kevin Sampson.
Yep.
I'm ready for Kevin to win the whole thing, man. I want Kevin to win the whole thing.
Florida blew out Alabama by 20.
Florida blew out Alabama?
By 20, 104 to 82.
Now, where's that tournament? Where are they?
What was this tournament at?
Is it in Nashville?
Are
they in Nashville?
It was Nashville.
They're in Nashville. Okay. Mm.
Memphis is going to play
Houston. Who?
Memphis is going to play. I think. Let me see.
Hey, has Penny ever been to the final? He's been to the Final Four, right? Who? Penny Hardaway. Since he's been coaching Memphis, have they been to the Final Four?
He won.
Mr. Ford, what do you think about the Black College Invitational?
You know I'm for that. Now, when is that?
Next week in Charlotte.
Okay, who's all gonna be in that?
So it's going to be all four black conferences. So it's going to be MEAC, SWAC, CIAA, SIAC. But they need to bring a representative. Like Now because Langston is playing in the NAIA tournament.
Oh, I'm for that now. I can't wait to see that. Now that's gonna be televised.
That's gonna be on HBCU Go.
I think. Yeah, I'm about
Oh
to say
yeah,
somebody
I'm
said
all
it's
for that now.
HBCU.
Yeah, they picked it up.
Oh yeah, I'm for that. I can't wait.
So
You said
Memphis is
now
going
you said MEAC, SWAC, and who else?
CIAA and SIAC.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that. So the winners are just they picking at random teams.
So they're gonna pick at random teams, but it's gonna be the selection show is gonna be tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
On social media, who's gonna broadcast that?
HBCU Go.
Oh, okay. On television?
Yep.
What time?
I think it's gonna be a little bit after the NCAA tournament. I mean, after the selection show for the NCAA.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I think it's at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, so yeah, UAB is playing Memphis in the championship tomorrow for the Americans.
Okay, now where are they? That's the AAC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the tournament?
Tournament is in Fort Worth here at
they in
Dickies
Texas.
Arena. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they at Dickies Arena.
Don't do that because you might actually step on.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a nice arena too. So.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all got some nice stuff down in Texas, man. They saying now that the state of Texas has the highest number of black people in the country. Y'all got over 4 million blacks in Texas, right?
Probably more than that.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Well, we're gonna head out. See y'all
Okay,
later.
Mr. Bona. It's good to hear from you.
All right.
Good to hear from you too. Nice seeing y'all. Thank you guys all for tuning in.
Oh yeah.
Probably missed the recap because it'll be way too late. I would get on here.
Now, Doc, you gonna broadcast the game, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna wait on you to put it on.
Yes, sir.
Everybody have a good night.
All right.
Be careful out there, y'all.
All right.
And go Tigers.
Go Tigers! Cool Tigers!
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so this day? But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. It's been so good to me. sea surrounds us safe.